Okay, great. Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for joining our presentation today. Our webinar is on our technology solutions. Okay, just a couple of housekeeping items. If you miss any part of the video, the webinar, or you'd like to see it again, we do record all of our webinars, and they're on our on the AlphaStaff.com site, and they're client resources. Okay, and our presenter today is Natalie Marino, who's our Client Technology Manager. I'm guessing that many of you who are online have probably spoken to Natalie. She's been with AlphaStaff since 2009. She's had operational roles in benefits, IT, and client technology. She's specialized in HRIS technology for the past 8 years, and she's implemented new products and services for operational and client use. She's incredibly knowledgeable. And Natalie, I think we'll also that you're going to put the lines on mute so that so we don't have all the background noise.
Okay.
Thanks, Natalie.
All right. So thank you so much, Cindy, for the introduction. Today we're going to talk about several of our technology solutions here at AlphaStaff that we offer. Our manager and employee self-service portals that we name AlphaSource. We're going to talk about a little bit of our AlphaDoc and resource libraries that we have out there as well, along with our SmartStart onboarding tool that also houses our benefit enrollment portal as well as some Informer custom reporting, time and attendance solutions, and our very new applicant tracking system that we launched late last year that we want to, kind of communicate to our clients so that we can see if we have any interest in those applicant tracking tools. Pretty much to start off, right, we here at AlphaSource kind of pride ourselves with having the ability to give our clients that self-service model, just so that our managers and employees at our client sites have the ability to kind of own their own data. It kind of, houses for streamlined processes and having just one point of entry for all of our demographical, payroll, benefit, all the HR services that AlphaStaff provides, in one kind of point of entry. It's available 24/7. We give clients the ability to be able to own their data whenever they need it and, run reports as needed. Same with our employees for them to be able to have the options to make their own changes as well. First and foremost, in order to get to AlphaSource, we launched a couple of years ago our two-factor authentication process. It's pretty much a layered defense in terms of how employees and clients log into our systems. It's very similar to how you log into your own online banking systems. We want to be able to verify that the user is actually the user. Every time an employee or a client has the ability to log into our AlphaSource portals, whether it be for the manager or the employee access, it installs a cookie for the very first time. So if you are frequent users, you're not, necessarily prompted to enter or to have the two-factor authentication. However, if you are not necessarily a frequent user, the system will, ask you to authenticate your information. Inside of AlphaSource for the employee self-service portal, it allows employees to, view and change certain information, fairly quickly and easily. We kind of allow for the data to be at employees' fingertips. For, our payroll section, they have access to their own pay history, their current rate of pay, any types of year-to-date summaries and breakdowns. When, they can also track, when they've been promoted and have different job titles assigned to them as well. They're also able to, view how their payroll, how their paycheck is allotted today. Whether they are, if they have some sort of direct deposit, how many accounts they're, allocating their paychecks as well. They're also able to view their pay stubs. They're also able to view their benefit summaries, any types of 401k if we are doing the administration for it, and any types of deductions and contributions from the client level. We also allow for the employees to view their PTO balances and any types of carryover balances if we are tracking your PTO here in-house, depending upon, the time and attendance solutions that you may have with AlphaStaff. We also allow for the FSA balances and activity to show on the portals as well. That's a very helpful tool for our employees to understand, how much they've paid into the plan and stuff. Under the HR tab, the employees have their own overview where they're actually able to make demographical changes to their own, records. They're also able to change their direct deposit as well as their tax settings. So I know it's very important for your employees to have that self-service approach of things for them to be able to own their own data, because essentially, the employees are the ones that know their information the best. AlphaSource is also our single source for where employees can view their or get to their time and attendance, where they clock in and out, as well as the SmartStart onboarding process for whether they're a newly hired employee or if the employee is experiencing an open enrollment event, for those of you that have benefits with AlphaStaff. The manager self-service portal inside of AlphaSource is has a little bit more menu options for the manager to be able to go and kind of view their own data as a whole. They have the same options as the employees. They can view their pay stubs. They also have access to view and update their own resource libraries if they would wish. We also have a new safety library that we launched a couple of years ago in terms of, workman's comp and the types of forms and libraries that are out there. This is also, the core part of this tool is payroll entry and how you guys submit your payroll to us. We do have an electronic timesheet inside of AlphaSource that clients are able to enter the employees' times. And then for those of you that have time and attendance software, whether it's with AlphaStaff or an external provider, we also allow for those payroll export files to be imported into the system to kind of create a little bit of ease, so there's not as much manual work. AlphaStaff has a Going Green initiative in terms of, making sure all of our clients are using our technology to the best of their abilities, so that they're able to, run their day-to-day operations and not necessarily have to worry about payroll as much as they used to. Trying to, streamline those processes utilizing AlphaStaff's technology. Managers also have the ability to maintain and create various cost centers. They could allocate their departments, via department codes, division codes, project codes, and the like. They can work very closely together with their payroll reps to add them, or they have the ability to add them themselves. We also give managers the ability to reprint employees' W-2s for prior years, as well as doing their own benefit summary, so that they're able, if employees have, specific questions of, oh, what medical plan did I choose, or anything like, managers also have access to see the types of benefits that the employees have chosen, as well as, PTO balances and 401k contributions. And they also have the ability to enter new hires and make changes to employee demographical information. So AlphaSource can be a very powerful tool in terms of what you want to see for your own employee data. Inside of AlphaSource, there is also an answer center. This simply is just a method for you to reach your account manager for non-urgent issues. We do not encourage this for any types of payroll issues and the like. We do, encourage you to, follow your normal protocol of your account, emailing or calling your payroll processor or your benefit specialist. But this is kind of a way for you to be able to track any types of communication or any types of, very basic kind of questions to your account managers, and cases can be open and monitored. So you kind of have like a little historical train of events for you to be able to view for any types of questions that you submit through the Answer Center. We've also recently launched our AlphaDoc resource library inside of AlphaSource, and this kind of gives our clients access to upload client-specific information. For example, we have a lot of generic forms out there and notices, but we also can, customize a little bit per client for any types of handbooks you guys would want out there, or training manuals. We all make them available for download. And, we encourage for you to work with your account managers if you guys do wish to utilize our AlphaSource system to be able to communicate forms and any types of company-specific information out there. We're able to accommodate those types of requests as well. Managers and employees both have access to see it. Obviously, there'll be a little bit more permissions for the employee level in case you want, managers to see certain information versus your employees that you don't. So it's a little bit customizable on that end as well. This is what the resource library looks like inside of AlphaSource today. We're able to make allocations per department, whether it's accounting forms, benefits, human resource, payroll, and how how clients and managers are actually able to search for these types of documentation that may be out there in the AlphaDoc portal. They can search categories by keyword, language, or document type, or when it was last updated. This is just a slide very simply on how to search the document. We also have very common requests inside of AlphaSource as well. A lot of our common requests are the access requests in terms of super user versus manager access. We do encourage our clients to go out there and utilize that electronic access form. It automatically, once the request has been submitted, creates a case here to the client technology department, and that's how we're able to track and kind of create those super users and manager logins for your managers and for your clients. We also have the location add drop request form out there. That's simply for when you're adding a new location or removing one for your client sites as well. And you're able to do this 100% online, and it is fully integrated into our Salesforce ticketing tool to be able to route our cases to the proper parties that are responsible for actually doing the work for you. Inside of AlphaSource, we also have our electronic onboarding portal. It is one system that is accessed via single sign-on. It has real-time updates to our system new hire data. Any types of electronic new hire packet can be built into this tool. It takes away that paper trail of that new hire packet of the tax forms, the employee I-9 form, any types of handbooks or any types of extra forms that were in your new hire packet are able to be customized into the system. It also provides for document storage if you do not wish to have any types of paper trails with the tax forms or I-9s or any other forms that your employees typically fill out for you. This is a tool that is nice enough to be able to house your documents for you. It also has a client dashboard that's able to let you know how many employees you have active at a time, how many employees need that I-9 approval, how many employees have been approved, or how many employees are still outstanding. Inside of SmartStart, it also houses our benefit enrollment tool, and this is very streamlined to the onboarding portal. It is also accessed via single sign-on with AlphaSource. It has real-time updates and seamless integration into our payroll system. So once the employees' elections are made and they are submitted right back into our payroll system for the employee to get ready for payroll, and also for the carriers to be updated as well. We are able to add additional benefit forms as well. Additional fees may apply depending on how complex that form may be, but we do have the capability of adding them out there. This is just a very high-level process overview on how the SmartStart onboarding tool works. Essentially, it starts with that manager and the new hire. The manager enters, they're given a new hire data sheet that kind of intakes all the required information that the client managers have to enter into our systems inside of AlphaSource. As soon as the employee's record is created, about 5 minutes later, an employee receives a welcome email that allows them to know that they have to register into AlphaSource and how to complete all the required documentation inside of there. As soon as the employees finish and submit their information, a manager receives a notification for them to be able to go inside of SmartStart and verify the documents and complete their portion of Section 2 of the I-9, and also submit it to AlphaStaff for approval. The AlphaStaff payroll reps audit the final I-9. They check the I-9 against the system data that we were given, and we want to make sure everything matches and everything is seamless so that we're able to approve that final file and get that employee ready for payroll. We also offer an intuitive Informer reporting tool. We have hundreds of available reports inside of our Informer library. Some custom reports are also available, and we can provide data feeds to external sources, and it allows for clients to access your data at any point in time. You're able to search for the pertinent report that we give you access to. We're actually able to schedule certain reporting for you so that you're able to get any types of payroll reports or census data that's needed for any type of internal projects you may be utilizing or tracking. AlphaStaff also offers three specific time and attendance solutions. The majority of them can quickly approve and reject employees' time. We can track paid and unpaid time off, any types of PTO plans we can also build in there. We analyze time and attendance data through several reporting options as well. We have multi-layered security files that allow you to limit or expand the access, whether it's manager, super user, or employee access inside of those time and attendance solutions. All three of them are web-based. All three of them also offer clocks if they need to be installed in-house. We offer for that as well. We have time and labor customized dashboards that could be set up by your own key performance indicators on however it is that you are managing time accordingly. And we also offer for electronic timesheets as well. Some of our time and attendance options also offer a mobile app for employees to be able to go online with geofencing if clients wish to enable those functions for them to be able to actually clock in and out via mobile device as well. Timeco is one of our newer partners here at AlphaStaff. We began that relationship last summer with Timeco, and this is our first fully integrated solution. This eliminates the way of the payroll export file having to export from one time and attendance system solution into our AlphaSource, and it just has one click of a button that you're able to actually export the timesheets straight into our payroll systems. The setup takes about 2 to 4 weeks for configurations, for profiles, any types of pay allocations, timesheets, and for any types of PTO profiles that need to be created, and for training. This vendor also offers a clock for every need. They offer biometric clocks, barcode, proximity, keypad entry, and we're also able to enroll multiple fingers for an employee at a time. I know that that's kind of essential depending on the type of industry our clients are in, and one-to-many validations as well. So those biometric clocks, kind of keep a strong hold, if you will, on employees being able to clock in and out, for each other or whatnot. It eliminates that from happening with a biometric solution. AlphaTime is our secondary time and attendance solution. This setup takes a little bit longer, about 4 to 6 weeks, for all the types of configurations that we can offer. This is our most robust time and attendance solution that we offer here at AlphaStaff. It is partially integrated with that payroll export file that does come out of the system that does have to be imported inside of AlphaSource. However, it does offer for quite a few different complex configurations, depending upon pay cycles, if you are a pay current type of client, or if you have some complex PTO rules. The reporting feature is very seamless, and it does allow for for client reports to be scheduled to them at any point in time. WebClock is our legacy time and attendance vendor. We've had a relationship with WebClock for about, I want to say 14 years. They've been a vendor and a partner with us for a long time, and they handle their own demos, their setup. Setup normally takes about 3 to 4 weeks. They also offer biometric clocks and regular punch in, punch out clocks. And their system interface just recently went through a 9.0 upgrade. So they are working to kind of make their system a little bit more robust in terms of their reporting and how clients and employees clock in and out and gather any types of time and attendance hours from their system. Our newest product that AlphaStaff has launched recently is our applicant tracking tool. We named it AlphaStaff Hiring, and we have installations and training in progress. And AlphaStaff was used actually as one of the first companies to use hiring, so we kind of piloted it ourselves. And it's a very intuitive tool to be able to streamline talent acquisitions. We can post jobs online. We can also customize career pages depending upon what our clients' needs may be. And it is a very powerful hiring tool, and it is also fully integrated with our SmartStart onboarding portal. From the point that the employee actually, applies for the position, is interviewed, and then gets hired, the hiring manager has access to actually hire the employee from applicant tracking, and it moves straight into our SmartStart onboarding tool, eliminating that entry, that new hire entry inside of AlphaSource. So it's very nice for our employees to have, or our clients to have, that fully integrated feature with applicant tracking. We've reached the end of our presentation today. I have enjoyed giving you guys a high-level view of all of our technology solutions. I will open up the floor now for any questions that are out there.
Hey, Natalie, it looks like we did get one question come in on the Q&A, and it's where do jobs post if we elect to use applicant tracking?
Very good question. So we have, inside of applicant tracking, jobs can be posted on various of the most popular websites. We have access to post jobs on Career Builder, Indeed, Monster, down to, I believe, Craigslist. So we have several different options that we can, that our clients can choose from in terms of which job boards the job gets posted to.
And we also, somebody asked, how can employees change their direct deposit?
Employees can change their direct deposit by simply logging onto our www.com or www.alphastaff.com website. And if they go into their employee login screen inside of AlphaSource, on the left-hand side under the HR tab, there'll be a direct deposit section where employees can actually change their accounts, remove them, or add new ones.
And then we also got a question of how do we upload client docs in the document area?
You can upload client documents. I believe we have to give clients specific access to that. We could work with your specific account manager for you to gain access, for you to be able to upload your own forms. So I could take that as a one-off for us to be able to give you the access to it too. And then that same person, oh, I see. I can see where the questions are. Thank you so much, Cindy.
Sure.
And then the next question is there also a user manual or reference on how to refer to the info? Yes, we do have an AlphaSource manager guide, and I can email that directly to you.
And do you see the next
question?
Okay, so go ahead.
Yes, I do. So the next question is, this client is currently tracking the first 24 hours of sick leave usage of their employees. However, they're manually using a spreadsheet. Can we capture that in our system? Yes, if I'm reading the question correctly, it sounds like you're tracking the sick leave manually. I would have to work with your specific account to see what is it that you're doing for us to be able to provide a solution for that. And I saw another person wanting the AlphaSource manager guide. I will send that to you as well.
And I think you can probably get that AlphaSource manager guide from your HR account manager as well.
Yes, and it should also be in the resource library. However, I will email it directly to you. So that was for Joanne.
Any other questions? I think we just got another one.
The next one is, will there be a separate or another information session on how to run reports? Absolutely. We may not have like part of our webinar series, but we can do individualized trainings or a demo with Informer that I would be more than happy to schedule with you. I can send you an email offline for us to schedule that Informer training. There is another, I did receive another request for the manager guide. I did see that. I will send that to you. And then our last question is, what is the cost of posting a position on applicant tracking? We have like a bucketed pricing with applicant tracking that I can get with you on a separate occasion. I will email you our AlphaStaff hiring brochure. So that we can probably, if you would like to see the pricing and also schedule a demo, we can do so as well. And I saw another email or another note for the Informer training. I will get with you as well. I'll send you an email encompassing the sick leave tracking as well as Informer training.
And we can send the applicant tracking also. There was another request for that, so we can do that as well.
I'm keeping up. I'm trying to find a way to actually print these questions so I don't have to write them down and I could just, print and email everybody what they need. But I'm watching every single comment come through.
Okay, Natalie, want to go to the next slide?
Absolutely.
So if you'd like copies of the presentation from today, you can email our HR Service Center at hrsc@alphastaff.com, or you can call the toll-free number. And the next slide. And our next webinar will be healthcare updates, which is April 5th at 2 o'clock, and we'll be sending out announcements about that. You can also email the HR Service Center to get information on the credits that we talked about at the very beginning. And go ahead, Natalie. Great, and I think that concludes our presentation. There were a couple of more questions. One of them was about viewing prior webinars, which are on our website. So you can go to the AlphaStaff website and you can review them there. And somebody thanked us, so that was nice. If there aren't any other questions, I think that concludes our presentation today. Thank you very much for being on the call. Have a good day.